JJK, AOT, and My Hero Academia, the three horsemen of controversial endings. In my personal opinion, none of these endings are a 100% slam dunk, but let's talk about the difference in like which one's actually bad and which one I just don't prefer personally. Let's start with Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is my personal favorite of the three. Why, you may be wondering? It's a tragic, sad ending, but it's very on theme for Attack on Titan. Do I wish that they had changed some of the wording that Eren said to make the blows of him, spoiler alert, dying more like bearable? Yes, absolutely. Do I think it's valid that he had to die? Yes. Do I think the whole rambling thing, like they could have just changed the whole ending and made it happily ever after? Yes, but it wouldn't have been very AOT. It wouldn't have been very fitting. So while I think the ending isn't a 100% slam dunk, like it's sad, there's things I wish were different, it's thoughtful, it's careful, I can bear it. I think it's a good ending. I think it's a very AOT ending, regardless of my personal preferences in the way I wish things had been different. Next, My Hero Academia. Again, I feel like My Hero Academia might be like the best ending of all of them, especially because I'm an Izuocha? I don't know. I'm an Izuku and Ochaku shipper. Hear me out. That doesn't mean I hate Bakudeku, and I hear you guys that are like raging about it. However, for me, I feel like the whole story with Bakugo and Deku was like all about them, but more in like a learning and growing rivalry way rather than romance. And for me, if they're gonna do romance, like Izuocha is the most accurate for me personally. However, Deku losing his quirk and Bakugo being 15th bugs me. That sucks. Bakugo being 15th especially. That one's just disrespectful. I know he hurt his arm. I know the excuses, He should have been top 10. They should have found a way to make him top 10. Like, come on. But Deku weirdly doesn't bug me as bad because at the end of the day, it's a borrowed quirk. Like him losing it in the end and him still being able to be like a suit of armor, that's great. He still has his friends. Like he still has all those things. It's great. And it's way more My Hero Academia to be like, and they live happily ever after, and this is the romance, and like things are great, things are happy. And I actually like that. I know a lot of people prefer like an AOT ending that's like dark and sad and like humanistic. I don't. I like my shows to be escapism and happily ever after. That's the only thing I don't like about AOT as much, but I respect the story. It's so good. But I do love that about My Hero Academia. There are a few things that I wish I could change again. So yeah. I'm not trying to start a ship war. Both ships are fine, honestly. We just need to be nice to each other. Last but not least, Jujutsu Kaisen. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. This ending is the worst of the three by a lot. And let me explain why. The others are just like, my personal preference, I wouldn't have liked that. But you can tell that the creator like put a lot of thought, a lot of effort, and a lot of time into his characters and what he decided he wanted for them, regardless of if it was popular opinion and if people are happy about it. Jujutsu Kaisen, Gege said, screw it, I'm done. I want to be done. Every chapter for like the last year started to feel like he was writing it like right before he was releasing it. There was no rhyme or reason. They fought Sukuna way longer than the conclusion of the story. It felt like when it ended, there was 1,000% more that they needed to finish. However, if when the anime comes out, I do not feel that way, I will be the first to eat my words. But right now, the way it feels in the manga, it feels like a very rushed, very uncareful, very uncalculated ending. And it feels like a quick, like, slap happily ever after, Nobara's back, they're good, see ya. When I see people comparing the JJK ending to the My Hero or even AOT ending, I'm like, y'all, you may not like those other two, but they are not nearly as poorly written as Jujutsu Kaisen. However, regardless of any of that, why is it a thing in anime to just, like, write an ending that not everyone is stoked about? Or at least try to make everyone happy. Like in Avatar: The Last Airbender, they had like Aang and Katara be endgame, and lots of Zutara fans were mad about that. But other than that, they literally tried to do every single character a good amount of justice and like give them an awesome ending. And maybe that's the difference between Western animation and anime, but like I'm like, come the freak on. Am I in a category of media that is just gonna keep letting me down at the end of their series every single time? I don't know, that's just a little rant. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching.